everyone, Mama Mikey here, and today I wanted to do a quick video about games that I never expected to like. Whether it was because the story or the genre didn't really interest me, or because I'd never played a game from the series before, these are games that I absolutely adore but that I never expected to. And starting off is The Witcher 3. This is a game that I had never touched the other ones in the series, and I had never played a game before that dealt so heavily with magic, sorceresses, monsters, and all those sorts of things. I'd never played a game that had mythical creatures and whatnot in it, so I really wasn't interested at first, but I had to give it a try. And I'm so happy that I did. That's the theme with all of these games, is that I'm so happy I gave these games a try, even though I never expected to like them. Even though I'd never played a game with monsters and magic before, I really enjoyed reading through the bestiary and learning more about the creatures that inhabit the world. I loved the alchemy and the crafting. It was so engrossing, and the entire game just hooked me instantly. Geralt has different signs that he can use during combat, and if you've got a favorite sign or combination to use, it changes the combat completely. Each person that plays this game can have a completely different experience just based on how they like to use Geralt's signs, and I think that's incredible. It's such a small aspect of the game, but it can change your entire playstyle. Of course, there are the skill trees, the crafting menus, and the endless loot. This game really rewards you for looking around. There is nothing better than finding either a lot of money, or just finding a really great sword or a new piece of armor, or just more crafting equipment. Of course, my favorite thing to find is a nice ham sandwich, but that's just me. This game is really complex, and at first it looks really daunting to play, but once you're in this world, you really don't want to leave, and it is an absolute delight to play. I'll admit that some of the scarier missions in this game gave me nightmares, but I'm really glad I stuck it out, because this game is a masterpiece and I could talk endlessly about it. Next up is Until Dawn. I couldn't sleep for a week after I played this game, but no matter how scary it was or how cheesy some of the characters were, this game is just so much fun to play. I did an impressions video on this game a while back, and it is one of my favorite PS4 titles. I really never saw myself playing a horror game because I hate horror movies, can't touch them. I don't even like the previews. But something about this game really got me. I don't know if it was because the characters were cheesy enough to make me smile and laugh through some of the scary moments, but overall the game is really good, and I didn't expect the story to be as good as it was. I really did enjoy replaying this game to get the different endings, and this is a game that I had a lot of fun mopping up trophies on. And this is a game that I was able to play because I played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Like I said, that game had some missions that were really scary to me, so after playing that game, playing Until Dawn, which is a 100% horror game, didn't seem as daunting. I was still quite afraid, and like I said, I had nightmares, but I would have never touched this game if I hadn't played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt before it. So playing different games that I really wasn't interested in led me to even more games that I wasn't interested in. And next is Bioshock Infinite. I had tried to play Bioshock 2, and it was really, really scary. I didn't enjoy it at all. It was dark and grim, and I just wasn't feeling it. But then Bioshock Infinite got announced, and it was light and airy, and the combat was what I wanted from Bioshock 2, and of course the fantastic story was what I wanted and what I had heard about from Bioshock 1 and 2. But it wasn't dark and scary, and I was really excited about that. I never even came close to finishing Bioshock 2 because I was absolutely terrified of it, but when Infinite came out, I was hooked immediately, and the story, the gameplay, everything about this game is what I wanted from Bioshock 2, but that I was too scared to play. And now that the Bioshock collection is coming out, I will finally be playing Bioshock 1 and 2. And now that I've played some scary games like Until Dawn, I feel a little bit more comfortable jumping into that dark, scary world. And I'm very excited about that. I'm really happy to be able to finally play the other Bioshock games, and to also play Infinite again. Next on my list is Portal 2. I'll start out by saying that I really hate puzzle games. I love puzzles in real life. I love jigsaw puzzles, I really like riddles, but I can't stand puzzle games. And I never ever thought that I would play Portal 2. But once again, something about it just drew me in, and once I started that game, I couldn't put it down. The puzzles in this game were so well executed and fair that it didn't seem like a game that was just about solving ridiculously hard puzzles. It was about learning the systems and mastering them and getting yourself through this world the most efficient way possible. And the story that's going on while you play the game is amazing. You really have to pay attention because it is just in the background, but it's fantastic, and I never expected such a wonderful story from a puzzle game. To top it all off, this game made me really motion sick, so I don't know if I'll ever play it again, but I really enjoyed my time playing it. This game is an absolute masterpiece that I might have missed out on if I hadn't given puzzle games a chance. Next on my list is The Order 1886. This game didn't get the highest ratings, and the setting is really dark and eerie, but for some reason I wanted to try it out. I rented it on Gamefly, and I liked this game so much I hit keep on it so that I could add it to my collection. The guns in this game are so imaginative and different, and there's nothing I like more than games with interesting guns, and this game has it. Along with the guns, the world itself is unique and imaginative, and the story itself is decent, and the pacing keeps you pretty interested throughout the whole thing. This game is by no means amazing, but it really is great, and I do recommend people to give it a try. I know it didn't get the highest ratings, and a lot of people have some very valid criticisms about this game. It is by no means a perfect game, but I'm really happy that I gave it a try, despite what the reviews had said. Lastly on my list is Telltale's The Walking Dead. I have always hated zombies. I hate zombie movies. I don't like zombie games. I don't like anything with zombies in it, except Telltale's The Walking Dead. I don't know why. Once again, I fell in love with this game. I was not expecting to try it at all. My roommate asked if I wanted to play it with them, and I said no, not really. And of course though, I ended up watching them play it. And as soon as I saw the system of picking your choices and everything, I said, I like this a lot. And that's a game that we ended up playing the whole thing through together and making decisions together, and decisions that we felt good about or decisions that we regretted. It was a really fun game to play with a partner, and I really do recommend playing this game with a friend. It really makes you think, and sometimes you might disagree about the choices you have to make, and sometimes it's really fun if you make a really great choice and they make a really bad choice, because then you can lord it over them. But overall, this is a game I never saw myself playing, and I really did enjoy it. The story, the characters, the entire world that you're in, you just want to know more and more and more, and the pacing of the game, the way they meter out the story, just keeps you on the edge of your seat. So that's my quick list of games that I didn't expect to love. Because I tried those games, I branched off and tried even more games that I really never saw myself playing, and I'm so happy that I did. Let me know in the comments below if there are games that you didn't expect to like but that you absolutely fell in love with. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!